virtual meeting to you all. I am Emil Melchor, a second year PSBA major in financial management. For today's online lecture, I'm going to discuss the market structure. In view of this, herewith are the contents. At the end of this discussion, the learners must be able to define market structure and its categories, enumerate and discuss the major characteristics, provide examples, and explain how price and output decisions are determined in perfect competition, monopoly, monopolistic competition, and oligopoly. So market structure refers to the competitive environment in which buyers and sellers. Competition is the rivalry among various sellers in a market operates. So they are competing on earning more sales, gaining more profits. For that, they will stay longer in the business. When we say market, it is a situation of diffuse and personal competition among sellers who compete to sell their goods and among buyers who use their purchasing power to acquire the available goods in a market. So um, here, sellers aim to have higher sales. They pool the market force to determine which competitors have the highest valuable market share. So on the other hand, buyers use their purchasing power, which is their income, in order to buy goods in the market. There are four types of market structure to remember. First, perfect competition. Second, monopoly. Third, monopolistic competition. And last, oligopoly. Now, for perfect competition, the market has a lot of independent sellers. Sellers offer the same goods. So, as you can observe in the picture below, we see many sellers offering the same products, like rice. No? So, mostly in the public market, we witness many sellers offering the same products, like fruits, vegetables, and many other things. Each seller is trying to compete to get more profit than the others. Here, sellers are competing with one another, to determine which among them has the higher profit and has competitive advantage. So this definitely describes a market as a perfect competition. Moving forward, we will know its characteristics of perfect competition. So first, there is a large number of independent sellers. So as you can observe in a physical market, a lot of sellers sell their goods like vegetables. In that particular market, mostly sellers are offering, like for example, vegetables, uh, fish, and rice, and the like. Second characteristics is that products are all the same or homogeneous. So selling the same goods among rivalries. Sellers, are selling rice in the rice section, selling meat in the meat section, so on and so forth. So example are rice, corn, meat, fish, fruits, and etc. The third characteristic is that no one seller or no one buyer can cause a change in the price of a good. So as a seller, you cannot actually influence the price. For example, the price of your rivalry must be the same as the price of your goods that you are selling. Because once you increase the cost of a good, the customers will no longer buy your products, right? So since buyers um, is looking for a particular product at a cheaper price, so I think the main concept here is price, which customers aim to purchase goods at a lower cost. So another characteristic of perfect competition is that it is easy for new firms to enter and leave the market. Example, a vegetable vendor is free to sell in the market and can simply leave the market. So here, it depends on the interest of a seller. Either she can sell the product in the market or simply leave the market. So again, The concept here for new firms offering their goods in a local market, it allows them an accessibility to sell their goods and they can leave the market easily and anytime. So the last characteristic is that there is no competition that does not include prices. But there is no need for this because the goods sold are all the same. So this is just what I said earlier. So as a seller, you have to adapt with the price of your competitors so that you can sell your products easily. Now we go to a monopolistic competition. It says that there is almost a large number of sellers selling goods that are similar but not the same. So in the picture given below, is a Coca-Cola and Pepsi offer similar products, but they're not exactly the same. They have different brands. Another examples are banks, no? Metro Bank, BPI, China Bank, which they offer bank services similarly, but are still not exactly the same. Now let's go to the characteristics of monopolistic competition. First, there are many sellers acting independently. Second, products are not all the same, but there are different commercials for them. So, like for example, banks, books, gasoline stations. So it is easily understandable. We've seen commercials in TV, radio promoting the products with different brands. The third characteristic is that there is a limited control of price. Sellers can decrease or increase prices a little. So here they cannot easily control the price because of competitive advantage. So another characteristic of monopolistic competition is that new firms do not have a very hard time entering the market. They need capital. They need to promote their products so people will buy their goods. So in this case, it is not so visible to enter this kind of market, but all you need again is capital and need to promote your product so people will buy your products. Last is that there's more non-price competition, provide better services and better places to sell. So here you are objectively maintaining non-price competition. Either way, you have to improve your services so people will likely enter your business. The main goal is you have to know how to achieve your strategy. Remember that. Now we move on to the third one, which is oligopoly. It describes a market that is dominated by only a small number of firms, resulted to limited competition. They can compete each other or collaborate. They can use their collective market power to drive up prices and earn more profit. So we have examples here like Google, Microsoft, Apple, Samsung, Huawei, and many other things so that they compete with each other and also they can collaborate. So they can use that collaboration to drive up prices and earn more profit. Like they can plan on how they set the prices in order to sustain the economic growth of a certain industry. Now we go to the characteristics of oligopoly. First is only some firms are powerful in the market. So the examples we have presented are Microsoft and Google. So they are considered to be the powerful in the market. Second, products that are distinct or different. Third, oligopolies can set price. Just like what I've said. They can collaborate, to set prices in order to gain profits. Fourth, it is hard for new firms to enter the market. Yeah, it is hard to beat the firms that have been in the market longer because these firms know better. Last is that products may be homogeneous or differentiated. So take note of this one. Oligopoly typically consists of about 3 to 5 dominant firms in the entire market. Like we have cell phones, Google and Microsoft, cars, and the like. Now we are down to the last part, which is monopoly. It states that it exists when a single firm that sells in a market has no close substitutes. So below are the examples. We have Meralco, Febico, and Netflix. Again, these kinds of firms are single and have no competition at all. Now let's go to the characteristics of monopoly. First, only some firms are powerful in the market. Second, not all products are exactly the same. Third, monopolies chooses the price. So, of course, the monopolists can set the price on their own since they are the only ones to provide products or services alone, like what I said earlier. Fourth, it is very hard for new firms to enter the market. And the last characteristics of monopoly is that there may or may not be a lot of promotion of the goods. Now let us all summarize the market structure. So in perfect competition, again, there are a large number of sellers. It can be a homogeneous product. So like I mentioned a while ago, rivalry selling the same products in the physical market like rice, vegetables, and the like. Free is free or easy entry. Remember that firms can easily enter the market and they can leave anytime. No market power. So they cannot set the price since there is a competitive advantage. They have to abide. They have to abide by what price dictated among their competitors. So, like for example, the rice you are selling with your competitors is worth 45 pesos. So you, as a seller, selling the same product with your contender, you educate the price lower or at same cost with your rivalry. Remember of what I said earlier that once you increase the price, buyers are no longer willing to visit your business. For monopolistic competition, there can be many sellers. There are products that are not all the same, easy to enter the market, and has a limited control of price. So why limited? Because this is still a competition. Even though there are only a few sellers, there's still a competitive advantage. You cannot set the price. For oligopoly, few firms are powerful, it's differentiated, hard to enter the market, and producers agree on the price. So as I mentioned before, they can collaborate. These powerful firms like Google and Microsoft, as an example, can set prices to earn more profit. For monopoly, there can be a one seller. There could be a one product. There's no or impossible entry. Like for example, Meralco. And monopolies chooses the price. So they can choose the price on their own since they are classified as one or single firm, which are the one offering products or services on their own. Alright, that's the end of my virtual presentation. I hope you enjoy and learn something new in this lecture. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. I will entertain those. So credits to Ma'am Gia Gahiton for this choice. Keep safe and Godspeed everyone.